Hey guys, this is Brent with Western Equipment, and in this video I'm going to be showing you an unboxing and install of the John Deere BM23373 full poly scratch resistant windshield that fits on the mid-size line, the XUV 560s, 590s, and also the high performance RSX Gators. So today we'll be installing this windshield on this 2020 XUV 590M. So stick with me here and we'll get started. So to start, we'll go over what's going to come with your BM23373 scratch resistant windshield kit. So what you see here is this is a two-piece windshield. So we have this lower portion here and they are not connected, and then you're also going to have your upper portion here, which actually has a flip out mechanism that'll allow that airflow. So you'll have those two pieces. Then we'll also have our center guide. Now this is going to mount to the Gator, and then also going to be your support piece right there in the middle to hold that lower windshield tight and snug against the machine. And then you're also going to have two self-tapping screws here that will be used to mount that support piece on. So really the only tool here, guys, that we're going to need is you're going to want to break out that drill with that T25 star head bit, as that's what's going to fit in our self-tapping screws here to put on that support piece. All right, so now we'll go ahead and start our install process. Pretty easy process here, guys. So first thing that we'll do is start with that support piece. Now, this support piece is going to fit right here, right in front of your cup holders on this XUV 590M. So right there in front, there is a little bit of a lip right here, and that's where that'll rest. It'll fit the groove of this support piece. Just make sure that the flat spot of our support piece is facing forward. That way the windshield will slide down into that and be snug. And the next thing you want to do is just make sure and get this lined up as center as possible. Like I said, again, I always use the cup holders to make sure to line that up center. And then we'll go ahead and take our drill here and go ahead and start those screws. Now these are self-tapping. You're going to go through the hole on the support piece, through one piece here on the dash, and then through another. So just make sure that you get that all the way down through and snug. All right, now once that's done, we'll go ahead and move to the next step and install our lower half of the windshield. So on the BM23373 windshield here, everything is going to be held together by clamps. So as you can see here on the top, we have clamps that are going to be able to be adjustable so you can get those nice, tight, and snug. And then we have bottom clamps here that are both going to fit on these pieces of your rollover protection system here. As you can see, they're formed for that. And then we have an open piece here on the windshield with the seals on the side of it, and this is where our support piece is going to slide over the windshield here. So to install this bottom piece, very easy, no tools. We just want to make sure that we've got our clamps here out of the way and open. That'll allow us to set it on the front of the machine here. So get those on, line up the one that's closest here to you, and that'll show you where that needs to be. Then you can go ahead and snap these bottom ones into place and then slide down to where your windshield is resting in your support piece right there. And then you'll simply snug up your clamp here, make sure and wrap that around the post here, and then you'll get this in. Don't tighten this up yet until we get to the other side, but go ahead and snap those on, snap them into place, and then we'll show how to tighten down these clamps here. All right, now that we have our windshield installed here, we need to go ahead and tighten up these clamps. Now, these are just simply on a bolt system here that would be just like if you were tightening up any other bolt. We would go righty-tighty or lefty-loosey. So as we can see here, we'll see how tight we are as of right now. That's pretty snug, but we could probably go a little tighter here just to make sure. So we're going to give a couple of turns here, and then we're going to work that back into place here. Just like so. And then now that we're good and tight, we can simply close down this clamp, and we just want to make sure and do this on both sides. All right, so now it's time to put on our top half of the windshield. Now this is basically the same process as putting on our lower half. We're just going to be lining up clamps on all four corners here, but this is a flip open windshield. So as you can see over here on the side, I've got it completely flipped out and open, and reason being that you want to do this when installing is it makes it easier to get to those bottom clamps to where the guide here is not in the way of your bottom clamp. So before installing this, make sure to go ahead, flip that all the way out, bring your brackets out. That way it makes it easier to put your clamps on when you go on to install. Now this is a little bit difficult with one person, but it can be done. So we'll go ahead and give it a go here. So same thing, go over and across, get those lined up. And then you're also gonna want to get this, your closest side to you, lined up, but you're going to have to go underneath your roof here. So once we get that underneath, move over here and get our clamps lined up. Just like that. Get that to where it's resting. Now from here, you want to go ahead and close this bottom clamp. And same thing here on the top. Get this closed down. Now, same thing. Don't go ahead and close your clamps because you're going to need to adjust the up and down here once you have your other side clamped to make sure that we're lining up our two pieces here. Okay, so now that we have the top half resting, we've got our windshield still open. Now we need to make the adjustments of getting it to line up with the bottom windshield so we don't have that space to allow air to go in and so we get a tight seal. So first thing we're going to do is go ahead and close these clamps at the bottom, but leave them loose. That way we can make those adjustments. And then also here at the top, same thing, close that up, but make sure it's loose enough that we can slide this up and down. And then next, we're going to reach in here to our turn knobs. This is going to be what tightens and loosens our flip open here. So we'll go ahead and loosen this up and allow that top windshield to slide down just like so. Now, as you can see, I've got this completely slid down. The flip open is closed now, so we have a gap here. So now that we've got these clamps loose, we just need to go ahead and slide down to where we are lined up, and we'll need to do this on both sides. That way we're filling that gap. Now what you can also do is open up these clamps just to give yourself a little more wiggle room to get that down. And then once we are lined up on one side, then we can move to the other and make that adjustment. And then once that adjustment's made and you have that tight seal, we can go ahead and tighten our clamps just like we showed here on our bottom half. All right, guys, so that is all it takes there to install the full poly scratch resistant windshield on an XUV 590M. Now keep in mind, this is going to fit all of the high performance Gators as far as the RSX series and also the mid-size Gators, the XUV 560s and 590s. Now, the only last adjustment that you're going to want to make is to just go ahead and double check all of your clamps. You have those 3 adjustable clamps on each side just to make sure that everything's snug. And then once it is, guys, you should have a fully functional flip out windshield where you can either ride with it open to get that airflow, or we can have it closed here to have that full wind protection. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. And also, guys, if you feel like I left anything out or if you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave those in the comments section below so I can get back to you. And also, guys, if you're looking into this, you're thinking maybe this is something you need to purchase for your machine, I'm going to put a link in the description below where you can go to buy this directly from me. And also, guys, if you're looking for any other John Deere parts, whether it be for your lawnmower, your Gator, your small tractor, make sure to go check us out at west-equip.com/parts for any of those needs. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and go buy your parts at west-equip.com/parts.